What is electric charge? Charge is something possessed by material objects that makes them to exert electric forces and respond to that force. So, static electricity is a study of physics where we are going to study about the charges, the static charges. Two kinds of charges. Basically, there are two kinds of charges. That is, you can see that after you rub a plastic ruler with a cloth or with a silk cloth, you can see that the plastic ruler can attract paper scraps. In other words, the ruler carries the electric charge. It exerts electric force on paper. This charging method is called charging by friction. So, the interaction between the static electric charges is called electrostatics. Basically, there are two kinds of charges, the positive and the negative charge, and they can have the attractive and repulsive forces also. The SI unit for electric charge is measured in coulombs. Now, when we talk about the properties of electric charge, two kinds of charges occur in nature, like the positive charge and the negative charge. When the two positive charges, when they come together, they have a force of repulsion, or two negative charges, when they come together, they have a force of repulsion. But when a positive and a negative charge, when they come together, they can experience a force of attraction. So, this is what is shown in this, illustrated in this diagram. You can see the rubber, which has got a negative charge, and the glass rod, which has got a positive charge. Both of them can experience when they come together, they can experience a force of attraction. Whereas a rubber and a rubber, you can see they are both negatively charged. They'll experience a force of repulsion. Now let us look into the simple facts. Say, a glass rod, when it is rubbed with a silk, is brought close to a suspended glass rod rubbed with silk, will repel the latter as shown in the diagram A, the figure A. The second one, two pieces of silk cloth with which the glass rods are rubbed also repel each other. However, each glass rod attracts the silk piece with which it was rubbed. Same way, you can see the plastic rod and a silk thread. The plastic rod has obtained the negative charge, and this plastic rod also has got a negative charge. So, they are now like charges, you can see as well. There is a force of repulsion. In the diagram C, in the figure C, you can see that the glass rod has attained positive charge and the plastic rod has attained a negative charge. So, there is now going to be a force of attraction between them. So, likewise, you can see that bodies like a glass rod, ebonite, silk, fur, etc., they can acquire electric charge on rubbing. The charge developed on the glass rod with silk is different from the charge developed on the ebonite rod which is rubbed with fur. This is because charged glass rod repels another charged glass rod but attracts a charged ebonite rod. Hence, two kinds of charges. You can now infer from this that there are two kinds of charges. So, when a glass rod is rubbed with silk, the rod acquires one kind of charge and the silk acquires a second kind of charge. So, this is true for any pair of objects when they are rubbed to be electrified. Also, from these experiments, we infer that like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other. Gold leaf electroscope. A gold leaf electroscope is an instrument which is used for detecting the presence of electric charge and its polarity. That is, what charge it carries. The instrument can also be used for measuring the potential difference. Now, the essential parts of the gold leaf electroscope is shown in this figure. You can see that there are two extremely thin gold foils, gold leaves, which is attached to the end of the rod, which is fitted into a glass jar through a insulating stopper S of cork or rubber, etc. D is, you can now see a disc D on the top, the brass disc D. It is now at the free end of the metal rod. The sensitivity instrument is increased by pasting two thin foils. See, there's a metal foil inside the glass jar opposite to the gold leaves. You can see the metal foil is now going to be, and that is earth, that is connected to the earth. As the gold leaves are extremely thin conducting foils which have very low mass unit area, and they are also flexible, and therefore they can respond very quickly to very small electrostatic forces. Same way you can also use thin aluminum foils instead of gold leaves also. So when a charged rod is touched with the metal disc D, the same charge is transferred to the gold leaves through the metal rod. So as a result of which they are now going to acquire the same charge, and they are now going to experience a force of repulsion. So they will repulse and diverge. So by measuring the divergence of leaves, the amount of charge of the body can be estimated.